Hello everybody and welcome to the first episode of Craft Beer Crusader with me, your host Mark. For the first review we'll be doing Firestone Walker's Wookey Jack, which is a black rye IPA, and it's coming in 8.3% ABV, so it's quite a strong one. Now looking at the malt bill and the hop bill for this one, we're looking at pale malts, malted rye, Cara rye and debitted black malts in with this one. So the malt bill is kind of quite a pale ale based malt bill, with just that black malt in there to kind of give it that black element of the black IPA, and kind of give it this sort of porter and stout kind of flavours. The hop bill is Magnum in the boil to give it the bitterness, and Citra and Amarillo, double dry hopped, so we'll be expecting massive orange flavours, tropical flavours, lemon, lime kind of flavours from those ones as well. The style black IPA is kind of one, I guess, it's a much maligned style. A lot of people see it as an oxymoron. Obviously you can't have a black pale ale, but I think it's kind of more looking at the flavours and the style that's now become the IPA, with the heavily present American hops in there, mixed with the dark sort of malted black malt and roasted malt bill. A lot of black IPAs I've had actually haven't come together quite as nicely as I would have liked, so some of them are too much like just a port with a few hops thrown in there, or just all IPA flavour with the sort of more bitter element of the grain not really present at all. But I've heard good things about this one, so let's crack it open and see what it tastes like. Okay, so not much smoke on opening. Let's give it a pour. Okay, so we're looking at a 2-finger, light tan, sort of creamy coloured head, black body to the beer, as you would expect with a black IPA. Let's go on to the nose. Massive IPA pale ale scent to that. Really typically West Coast, so you've got I'm getting kind of lemon, lime through there. Massive orange, like orange juice kind of flavours. I guess that's from the Amarillo. Yeah. Sort of a caramel undertone to the whole scent overall, but not really any of the porter or stout kind of fragrances that you get normally from a black beer. Again, if we look at the malt and the hop bill, there's probably that's the reason for it. It's mainly an IPA bill with just a little bit of that black malt thrown in there. So let's give it a taste. Cheers. Okay, wow. The Magnum bitterness comes through straight away, so as soon as it hits the front of your tongue, massive bitterness, and that follows through to the back of the tongue. With that you get coming through orange, as follows through with the scent. You get tropical fruits in there as well. I'm getting kind of mango-y passion fruit sort of area as well. And there is a slight sweetness underneath that as well, so the Cara rye that's in this as well. Maybe it developed some of that caramel flavour, although I believe there's only a small addition in this particular beer. The de-bittered black malt has made a difference. The bitterness is all coming from the hops, as far as I can tell. I'm not really getting any sort of bitter malt sort of lingering taste as you would get with maybe a porter or a stout where they've used, roasted barley or normal black malt as well. You're not really getting that. It's all the hops are giving you all the bitterness in this beer. I think as the hop flavour fades away, you really get that malt sweetness coming through. So kind of caramelly, kind of like a burnt kind of caramel, like a cinder toffee maybe. I guess you describe it as that sort of flavour coming through. I think a slight roastiness does become more present as your palate acclimatises to the massive hit of hops. You start to get the other flavours coming through in the beer. Yeah, you kind of get like a slightly like a toasted shortbread with a caramel sort of aroma to this. You don't notice it at first at all. It's all hops, but this is a nice sort of lingering flavour that gradually comes through. Completely didn't expect it, but it's beautiful nonetheless. You can see there a little bit of the lacing. It's not much. Head retention's actually pretty good considering it's 8.3%. I would have thought the alcohol would have burned the head off a lot quicker, but it stayed, which I think is a testament to Firestone Walker's brewing skills. It's a great all-round beer. Certainly the best balanced black IPA that I've ever had. I think the fact they haven't tried to go too aggressive on that sort of porter and stout grain bill has done the beer a world of good. I think it's more of a subtle tweak on an IPA, and black IPA probably should be that. Otherwise you're kind of looking at a heavily hopped porter. Anyway, enough from me. Let's give it a final verdict. Okay, so I'm going to give Firestone Walker Wookey Jack 4 out of 5. It's going down far too easily. Anyway guys, that's all from me. Thanks for watching. Catch you again soon for the next reviews. Thank you very much.